So today is the first day of the new year, 2025, and I am thinking today is really like a new start for my life. So I'm 40 years old and I had really rough past couple of months. So basically, I'm starting my life from scratch, or at least it feels certainly like that. This place I'm in, all of what you are seeing, it has just been in 2 weeks of effort to just like find an apartment, buy furniture, just settle in because I will start chemotherapy in, well, less than 10 days now, or more like in a week. And basically, these are, at least it feels like these are last couple of days that I have some, well, some time to chill properly actually without any physical pain or, well, the hardships of the upcoming treatment. So this is just like final one or two, like vacation day to me. And with my hair, although I gathered it up right now, but yeah, apparently I'm realizing how much I really, really, really love long hair. But hey, I'd rather not die, so there's that. Okay, so what I'm doing diamond painting. That is something that helps me to, well, chill, empty my mind. Usually I listen to music or some podcast while doing it because, well, if it is music, it's more like relaxing, but usually I tend to listen more podcasts and it's like I have to do something productive or useful, because this is like just wasting time, even though I enjoy it. But I guess some part of me still thinks like, okay, why not increase your productivity by doing two things you like at the same time? It's kind of perfect actually because it actually makes it easier to listen to because when your hands are busy, it helps your mind to not wander around. So in that sense, it is nice. I can listen to podcasts that are more like about the knowledge I want to gain. So that actually helps me to focus and concentrate doing something with my hands like this. And of course, for me, I guess it's the satisfaction of like, oh yeah, these are like certain rules I have to follow. This color goes to this point, and then completing that really gives me a sense of accomplishment. Yeah, I'm a sucker for that. Like, not gonna lie. And you do usually choose a shape or image that you like, and that's also nice because yeah, in the end you can actually have something to put in your very empty apartment walls right now. So that might be good. And yeah, in any case, I'm just grateful that I am starting this new year in this mood because, not gonna lie, I was expecting I could be more emotional, more like bitter nostalgia, and like, oh, it could have been like that. Why do I have to go through this? Like, I was expecting a bit more mood down, so to say. But either I'm in a really weird place where I can't even right now, or it's like the intense work I was doing on myself last 4 or 5 months is paying off, or I'm like, bitch, I'm gonna start chemotherapy. I can't deal with any other personal issue right now. Just enjoy what time you have right now. Either way, it works out. I like this. It's nice. So yeah, here is to cheers to new starts. It has been challenging to start the new life here. So if you have been in a relationship long time, mine was around 7 years, and you kind of lose a bit of your individuality and things that you used to take care of by yourself. Like, it's just like because you are sharing your responsibilities and chores with someone else and you rely on them to support you, or take over the things that they do better, or it's easier for them. And part of the challenge of starting anew in your single life is to well, deal with the chores you haven't been doing in a long time, or was like appointing it to someone else. And sometimes it can be overwhelming, like even if it's a small thing, it's just like because it's on top of everything else, that can feel a bit overwhelming. But of course, you know you can do it. You know that in the past you did it, and you know, like, well, there are lots of other people who are by themselves are able to do it, so I can do also. For example, the other day, my washing machine finally arrived. I haven't been able to wash my clothes in a while because I didn't own one. And finally it came, but they had some problems connecting it to the dirty water extract thingy. And even though I specifically purchased and hired a service for the connection because I didn't want to do it myself and etc. And they were like, well, we can't do anything. We can't come back again. You need to buy this additional parts and have it done again. And then later I went to Bauhaus so that I can purchase the parts for it. And yeah, some guy just looked at the picture I showed, like, hey, they told me to buy this piece. I have no idea. And then he said, oh, you don't actually need this. You can have this and this piece, and you did like that. And I'm like, okay, can I buy this as a service too? Like, I'll pay for it. Like right now, if my problems can be solved by me throwing money at it, I'll do it because I'm fortunate enough to be in a position to be able to do that. And this is what I consider an emergency situation in my life. Like, really, I have been through a hard breakup, and I'm starting chemotherapy. I'm starting a new life in a city that I do not know, and I'm just trying to make this apartment work for me before the treatment starts, because I expect that the treatment will have its own challenges. So I just want to make it a bit easier for my future self for that. And yeah, I felt my eyes watering up in that store, because, like, yeah, I get that the way the guy describes it, it does sound easy. Like, okay, you take this and connect it that, and I do understand how it's supposed to work, but it's just something I haven't done myself in years, or maybe I actually don't recall I ever done something like this. And here I don't even know where do I get such service, because it's such a little thing. I don't think you can like get a service for it. That's usually something your whoever is the man in the house or your friend just do it for you. It's kind of like a very small thing, or well, you do it yourself. I will probably end up doing it myself, but I just postponed it for the time being. But yeah, it was this little thing, but it did tear me up. And that's the level you are realizing, oh my God, I'm 40 years old. Like, I can deal with this. Why is this making me tear up? But it's not just that thing, it's what that thing represents. It's that thing is reminding me that, oh, okay, this is a situation you have to deal with only because what happened in the past, or what happened with your ex. And this is a situation, like, it just feels extra hardship, like sprinkle hardship, like on top of your already full plate. And you are like, yeah, I don't think I can finish all of this. I don't think I can take care of all of this. I will, I know I will, but it's just, but those are the kind of little things that makes you realize also how much, well, dependent you were. Well, dependent maybe not the right word, but yeah, things you need to remind yourself that you are capable of taking back. And yeah, I guess that's what I need to learn right now. But it's not a bad thing to do those things again by yourself, even if it is the little things, the big things. Actually, the more you do it, the more you are like realizing, yeah, I'm capable of doing this. It's not a problem. It's just I just felt a bit overwhelmed, and it has been a while, so this feels like this is not what I'm used to. But it does give you a bit of your power back, so to say. The part where you kind of doubt your capability, or what you can do, what you can't do, or it's I think it's good to have those experiences, even though, while of course through them, you don't feel like you are having fun doing those experiences, or while you are going through them, it certainly doesn't feel like a good thing or a hard thing, and you question, was this really necessary? But it kind of is, I guess, because that's how you learn what you need, what you are capable of, and that's how that experience sticks with you, because you achieve that through hardship. Then you that really leaves a mark with you. And or maybe that's just me trying to make some sense or put some meaning on the hardship that I'm going through. But either way, it works for me. If it makes me feel just a bit better, I'll take it. And this is a case, this is a perspective I'm choosing to see. I'm choosing to see it this way, and that does help me go forwards a bit easier. And yeah, that's what I'm after right now. What did we learn from this? Well, you got this. That's basically it, I guess. And even though you might tear up in a store, even though you might feel like, yeah, that's just another hardship, you are unlucky, or like, what the hell is going on? But it's okay. It's okay. It's just another event which will pass, which is not permanent, and it's fine. You got this. So I guess this is for whoever needs to hear that it is okay to feel like you are overwhelmed with the small and big challenges life throws at you, and especially when you are by yourself again and you have to do the stuff you haven't done in a while. It feels like you lost your capability to do it, or it somehow intimidates you, even though you are supposed to be this older, wiser, more capable person. It's okay to feel those feelings, but just remind yourself that you did it before, you can do it again. There are lots of other people who does it, and so can you. And the more you do it, the more you overcome these challenges, that will give your power back to you. The power you forgot, or the power you gave away, that will come back to you, and that's a good thing. Now that I told this story, it does sound a bit ridiculous, isn't it? A 40 years old woman is kind of tearing up in a store because, like, she has been told, oh, it is easy to do this thing. And they are telling me that it's easy to do. So they are not telling me, oh, it's too hard, or it's going to cost you a lot. On the contrary, they are actually offering me a solution right there, right then. It's a cheap solution, and they're saying it's so easy, like you don't need anyone, you can just do it yourself. But I'm tearing up, like, why? They are telling me a good thing, but that is just to point out how overwhelmed I was feeling at that moment. Because again, it was not about just this one thing, it was about what it represents and how it came on top of everything. Because well, I was already using my energy to keep myself afloat, and that just felt like, oh no, I need to spare energy for that. But again, it's okay. I will find a way. But I just think that it is important to acknowledge and recognize such moments, and just be kind to yourself that, oh, okay, this is a sign that I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed now, and that's okay, because it has been overwhelming. And just allow yourself to be that, in that space. Like, don't judge yourself that, oh my god, you are 40 years old, what are you doing, like, why are you tearing up? Like, don't do the judgment. Just give yourself some grace and acknowledge it. Sit down a minute. Be sad, be afraid, be worried. It will pass. It will pass, and then you will find a solution. Initially, I actually didn't thought that moment in that store was such a big deal, but reflecting on it like this, I do recognize the state I have been in, and I'm just glad that I have learned enough to deal with my emotions and be mindful of myself, how I feel, and yeah, I'm just very happy that I'm in a place right now to be able to say, yeah, you know what, it's okay. You were overwhelmed. That's just normal. And that is something like really, really precious. So, this is what I want to convey to you, that it is okay to feel such things. Also, don't judge it because, like, oh, it has been 4 months, 5 months. Why do I still feel this way? Why does it bother? It does. It's what the feelings are. They come and go, and when they come back, they can be as intense as the day one, which is very fascinating thing actually. But yeah, that's actually how it works. But also how it works is it is not permanent, so that is temporary. So let's just focus on that and, well, ride the wave. I do recognize knowing this doesn't help with how it feels in that moment, how hard it can be at that moment while you are riding the wave, while you are going through it. But I think it still helps to know this, and that is something I didn't know before. And I have learned in the last couple past years of my life, which is actually, I wish I had learned it before. And you would think that it would be such a common knowledge to know about how like emotions work, or how to process them, but it's not. It wasn't. Wisdom wasn't really available to me, or I really didn't need it, or I didn't came across it. But that was something I actually reached by searching out, and yeah, that's after finding out, I'm like, yeah, I wish everyone or more people were aware of this, just because it will make their life or their hardship, their suffering a bit more manageable. And that is why I want to, well, acknowledge and recognize how I'm trying to use it in my own life. So, if you ever find yourself getting emotional or tearing up over something small, I want you to know that you are not alone. And it is not about that thing itself, it's about everything else that has been waiting on you. And it's okay to feel it. It's okay to feel those overwhelming moments. And just know that you are stronger than that, and you will get through it, because that feelings, any feeling, is temporary. It will pass. If this has been resonating with you, if you needed to hear this, I would love to hear your experience in the comments. And of course, it will help if you like and share this video, but well, you do you. Peace. Until next time.